Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. You can see some stuff has moved here, and that's because I started recording and forgot to push the button. But not a lot has happened here. I basically just moved these out the way so that I could start counting blocks here, because I'm counting around to find out where we need to go. Over here, you can see I've got this lovely snake in the grass here. This is where our first barn is going to go. Right there. That's the first barn. And then we'll go along. I was tempted to have the rails go up and down. That was going to be my original plan. They like come in on the centre and then go up and down. But I'm actually going to go left and right. I'm not sure. No, actually, I think I was going to come in from the centre so that I could split them 5 ways, couldn't I? So, yeah, okay. So that, yeah, we will come in via the centre, and then we'll have 5 go up there. So that means that we're going to go 1 and start counting down, and then we'll have a split there, and then go down again, and then come across and go down. So that works pretty well. We can start building that early, and life is good. These are barns completely full of iron ore, with the exception of the last one there. So we've got a fair bit of iron ore. Over here we've got all these stone ones that are not in any order. Sophie asked in the last episode whether grass is free. It is. So I can put the grass back in. Like so. And it messes up all these wonderful things here where you've put down buildings. There we go, we'll just have grass everywhere. Although this is going to become a paved paradise at some point, so apparently you can plant grass underwater as well. Cool. Okay. Seaweed. We have some kelp going. Cool. Right. So yeah, so you can do that. You can fix the other. It does. Oh. Apparently you can put it on top of a path as well. That's interesting. I did not know you could do that. Okay, have to be careful with that. Makes sense. You can grow over the top. Right, I think we're doing well. That's full. I did actually run out of planks at one point, so I had to stop selling them. I might start reselling them now because we can make ourselves a bit more red money, red coins. So we're going to need red coins for leveling out the area. But what we need, more importantly, is rail ties. We need trains in order to make our system work. So that means we need to get another machine shop. Don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but it can go there. And it needs wood, iron, wood, and stone bricks. Now, stone bricks we have a lot of. We've got a lot of in the base as well. Wood we've got in the base. Iron we don't have in the base. Iron we have here. The transporting iron would be the only difficult thing. Oh, one other thing as well. There may have to be a change to this plan. Steam engines are coming. We saw an episode or so ago. There was a research which was not supposed to be seen. Yeah, so steam engines are coming, and they're going to require fuel. And then I think carts no longer drive around tracks on their own. They have to be tugged around. If that is the case, rather than having a large system like this with trains going around in it, we're going to have it on belts. I'm going to have train stations around the edges that drop off goods and pick up goods. So I might have a look into the design here to accommodate that. I don't really know how I'm going to do that. Hadn't really planned it. The idea that I have at the moment is that I have this, and it's going to be a 10 by 10, which makes 100. And then down the bottom we're going to have 7 more. I still think that would work, but then we'd have to have like stations on the outside for drop off and pick up. We'd have to have like an extra row of barns. That would become extremely awkward. because we'd have to have all our barns storing the goods in the centre, but then we'd have to pipe the goods out to a storage somewhere to say, hey, pick it up. We could do it with silos, then it won't take as much space up. This is going to be, we were saying 7 by 7, wasn't it? Or was it 8, 5, 6, 7, 9? They were 9 by 9, aren't they? 3, 4, 5, no, 7. 7 by 7 for each one there. So you could get 7 silos down the edge there. So that means along this edge we could get 70 silos. So that's not so bad. You wouldn't need 70 silos, because you can block it off in here and have a 5 by 5, which is 25. You only need 25 silos for the drop-offs. Pickups are going to be far more complicated if that's the case. We would have to have a system that, well, basically I think you'd have to have a silo like we have logs come in. The first one's going to be logs. Let me put that in place. So the first one is going to be logs, wood. There we go. So the trains come along, drop off the wood into here, and then the lumber camps are going to require wood. So then the wood's going to have to come out of this and go off to a lumber camp, where it gets processed into planks, and then the planks come back and get put onto the second one, which will be here. Oh, there we go, and that will be planks. Then anything that requires planks, we'll then take it from this barn. But if we have a train now that requires steam power, I assume steam power, I don't know, it might work on logs, I don't know, it just if this train comes along, and I don't know when it is coming along, you'd have to have the whole train going up and down. You'd have to have a train per thing. So when we've got the logging camp, that'd be one train which will grab logs and bring it back. And then when we have the lumber camp, that'll be one train that takes planks out to it and then comes back again. Or takes wood out to it and then brings planks back. We could do that. We could have a... Ooh, that's tempting. I think for now I'm just going to build this system the way I've got it at the moment with the trains, and then if these steam trains come in, or when these steam trains come in, we will have to deal with it then. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to buy some land over here. We found a shrine. Awesome. Let's buy those two there. That was something that I had noticed as well. There's no grass when you purchase a tile. It's odd. No grass at all. So, I mean, grass is nice. Get it? But if I'm going to have to plant grass everywhere every time, it's going to be awkward. I might just remove the grass in here. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get our rail ties going, shall we, first? That's what we should be doing. So, I need access to stuff from the base and stuff from there. We need to get rid of this iron here. Let's just remove it. Let's just remove this iron here. Shoe iron. There we go. Goodbye. Now we have space to put this down here. Like so. We can say we'll grab a worker or two, and you are going to take iron planks. No, you're going to take planks, and you're going to take stone, and then we're going to grab a wagon, and the wagon is going to grab iron from there, and we'll do a wagon with the iron because the iron's further away. So that should kind of balance, hopefully, as we go along. And then you're going to get rail ties, which is awesome. And you can't output the rail ties because we're still not making any cloth yet. But we are making cloth, but we aren't making any cloth belts, are we? That's going to be... what is that? It's bandages, isn't it? Oh yes, yeah, this is all coming to a kind of halt because this farm is running a really long grain, so... But it did a good bit to start with. It was fine. It was fine. Okay. Seems to be working okay. We're getting enough coming in. For some reason the wood is lagging behind. Not sure why. Yeah. We are getting rail ties in, which is awesome. We're going to need lots of rail ties. So I'm going to have a better system there going. But I kind of want to do the minimum to get this system working and then build more things. Okay, so that is a lot of iron. That is a real lot of iron. I want to keep that. It doesn't have to be just because this barn's up in this top corner here. It doesn't have to be here. It could be anywhere and come in because the rail system is going to allow that sort of thing. The rails will come down, all join to a central rail, and then split up as they come. Let's do that. Let's build. Very, very quick way to get rid of money. I don't have many red coins as well. This is the problem. Red coins are going to be a struggle at the moment. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave a gap. Nope. Really, really, really bad at doing that. Oh, you know what I haven't done in my genius plan? I haven't left a gap here, have I? Because this is central. This is the central point here. So the rails. Do I have rails on my bar anywhere? I do. There. We don't have many of them, do we? We have 23. So the rails are going to go like that, and then they're going to come in this way. Right, okay, so what am I doing wrong here? So we want to come in and up, 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 and then we want to go like that, like that. Why won't that one connect? There may be a problem here. Oh, I gotta go from the first one in. There we go. So that'll work. That'll work, there we go. So the trains will come along and they go up and along and like that. Okay. Then what we want to do is we want to have pushers. Now, pushers will push if there's a space. If there isn't a space, they won't push. So that means I want sorters. Sorters will push if there's a space. If there isn't a space, it will stop everything going. So I want to use sorters here because I want to force the trains that have the things to go up this side. And what we're going to do is at the pickups, we're going to have logic that says if this is full, don't pick up. Is that how we're going to do it? Now, if this barn is full of wood, at the pickup we'll have the trains stop. Or should we just not send the trains out? Should we keep the trains here? I don't know. I don't know. I'm also very torn on the idea of whether I should have trains with filters or whether I should just have them go freely and just have like a priority system saying like, hey, the first train out is going to be a wood one, for instance. So, you know, if this is lower than wood, go to get wood. And if there are so many trains on the wood line, depending on the length of it, I will do it all depending on length. You know, then don't send any more. But yeah, I think that's how it's going to look. So we want the first 5 things to be here, don't we? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Now I've stored way more than what I actually needed here. But that was because I kind of wanted. I really thought that I would need all this iron ore, and now I've just done that. I don't. So didn't need to do that at all. Didn't need to do that at all. Right. So we still only have 34 rails, so this probably isn't going to be long enough. Or is it? Oh, yes. We can just get to the end. We can't get back, but we can get to the end. Okay. So we have wood. We have planks. We want stone. We want stone bricks. Have I miscounted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm supposed to start there. Oh. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to remove that one. And then we are going to grab all these and move them to there. I need support block. Yeah, yes, okay. There you go. Right. Move them to there. Okay. So we're going to have a 5 by 5 here. That's going to leave a large gap in between, and then a gap there, and then a gap. Because that's the central piece right there. You can barely see it. That's the central piece. That stone. I should put something a bit more brighter on there, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's central piece, central point. So there's going to be a large gap. So there'll be 4 quadrants, 1, 2, 3, 4, with 25 barns in each, and there's going to be a large gap in between all of them. That will help me if I need to put stations to pick up and drop off in, because I've then got space in between to do it. So accidental forward planning. Awesome. Awesome. Right. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to remove all the grass, and then would everyone tell me what you prefer? Would you prefer it with me painting all the grass in, or just getting rid of all the grass? Because if I get rid of all the grass, obviously the game will perform better because it's much less for it to do. It doesn't look bad because it's the deep green of the swamp forest, which I like. I like the deep green. Of course, where we've got these areas of stone underneath, I will be removing the minerals underground. So, and the only reason I'm removing it is not because I don't like the grass. I do like the grass, but it's because when we buy new terrain, new pods, they don't have it. They don't appear to have. Let's buy this one, for instance. Boom. No grass. There's just no grass that spawns. Which is odd. We found another temple. Awesome. It's 2 out of 3. 2 out of 4. Halfway there. And yeah, when we go underground, we will do that here. I also realised I need to change this because I did not put this on the platform, so it won't work. But that is fine. That is absolutely fine because I can do that right now. Let's put down a line like that. We will grab these and move them down there. And then move them back because we can. Oh. Make it wide enough. Probably help. There we go. I could also move that one away, actually. It is kind of difficult to see the rails on there, but when we upgrade to magic rails, it'll be better. There we go. Now we've got all the stops. Awesome. I don't know what I'm going to do with the return. Because what I kind of need to do, this is the idea here. Minecart. Okay. A minecart comes along. He won't do anything because he hasn't got anything in there, so blah. Okay, no, it's going that way. Go that way. That's the way I envisioned this working. So he goes along, and he'll get some wood in him at some point, or whatever. And we end up coming up here, up that. I need to put some wood in that, don't I? That's what I need to do. Let's get some wood. I don't know what that barn is for. That barn is for paper. Bonk. Okay, you're not gonna have an inventory. Okay, so he's going off. This rail is over here somewhere or wherever. Okay, and our cart picks up wood. Well, there we go. He has log or wood. He comes along and goes, haha, I have wood. I go up here. That forces him to go up because all of these are built in a way where they only go up the track. So none of them can come down. So even if they bump into each other, they should not be able to go down at all. This track should come that way, and this track should come that way. They should not ever go straight over. Which he didn't do there. You saw he turned up. He didn't go straight over, so that works. He will then go up trying to find a barn that needs, whatever. So he'll drop off wood in there. We would then need... I suppose this could technically just come back and go straight down. So this could also be an out. Although I might want to keep the inputs and outputs separate. That's going to be a tricky part. If I want the input rail and the output rails to be separate. Well, no, I wouldn't, because I'd have one. Let me do this better. Let me actually build this. This is not where it's going to stay. Okay, this is not where it's going to stay, and I don't really have the rails for it, do I? Let's change something up here. We don't need mana brick right now. Let's change this to rails. You can just change these just by clicking on them, and away it goes. What are you struggling for? You're struggling for stone brick now, really? Oh God, you are struggling for stone brick. Why? Ah, because you're having to come all the way down here to get stone brick. Yeah, that makes sense. How can I fix that? I can fix that by doing this. Don't know why I've paused the game. Probably not have done that. Right, you into there. You've all stopped because I have. So you're going to output along that line there, and that will work. Even though it's got a little up at the end, it will work because it's right next to the mason. Even if it backs up, it will still work because it seems to suck it in. I've got one here. Even when this all backs up, it still carries on because that block there just seems to have like a vacuum thing to pull it along. You are struggling for trees. Let's up you. Oh no, not 10. What's for the fastest conveyor a chute can do? 6. 6. There we go. So do 6 for the minute. Just flood this. Get these full again, please. Okay, yeah. See, this is all backed up now, but it still takes in. It seems to suck the first one from there, and then all the rest of them push forward. So that's good. That's good. That will help. That would desperately help. I wanted to keep all these barns with this inside because obviously we want to be placing things down. So don't need that barn. We've got an empty barn there as well. Oh, you're a mega barn. I mind you, even if I delete you, it won't matter, will it? I'll tell you what we do. we'll pause the game a moment. We'll move these out of the way. Zump. And we'll move you to there. We'll say you into there, you into there, and you there. There you go. And there we go. Give them roads so they're there from the outside. Okay. Okay, and that should get us some stone going again, hopefully. We can upgrade the base as well. Let's do that, shall we? Let's upgrade the base. We have mana purification and jewellery. Awesome. And we have more houses. We're not really using all the houses yet anyway, but that's cool. That's cool. What's our next upgrade? We need mana. Yep. And we need belts, so I'll have to start actually working on the belts, I suppose. Okay, right. So, as I said, we were going to build this thing here, weren't we? So, yeah, let's do a temporary build just to show the idea that I've got, and then you can let me know whether there's any improvements you can see of it or if there's any downfalls. I think it's going to all completely change soonish anyway with that Steam update. I have a feeling that's going to change a lot of things, so there we go. Okay, and you probably have your output into a silo. Not that it particularly matters, but you know. But you know what? Right now, I can literally just do that. Not going to have it like that. I will have a double rail, forward and backwards. We might put rails on top of rails, so like the rails out down below and the rails in and on top. I don't know. Might also just have a single rail. I could do that with logic. Have a single rail going off places. Don't know. Okay, so you got to the end. That's fine. Right. So move these resources here. But what we want is we want a track coming back like that, and then you would reconnect to this system here. Why do I keep pausing the game? You do not need to pause the game. Stop doing that. So I did copy. Oh no. I need to do that and then come up one. There we go. Copy. Damn you. Strong button. Copy. And then I don't think that's correct. Nope, I don't think that's correct. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's where the next barn's going to be. That will all be stone in the centre. Okay, let's drop that off. Grab that, copy, and paste it there. We can't paste it there because it's too large. Copy, paste it there. Okay, there's another one that goes up, and these are going to be whatever the next ones will be. So iron plates, gold. May seem a little weird having iron ore stored down here and then iron plate stored up there, but I'm just doing it all in order. That's just the way it's going to happen. So this will come down and we'll join the output rail. I think. Don't have enough rails. Damn it. Okay. Right. Yeah, so this will come down and join the output rail, won't it? Yep. Yeah. We need to connect those two. I don't need that. Save on these as much as I can. Need more rails to do this with, because I kind of want to build it in situ and figure out. So what's going to happen is this will come up here. Rails will come down the other side, and they will have the rail stops on them, and there will be some form of logic which will turn the rail stop on if wood is demanded somewhere. Okay, so if wood is needed anywhere, I think wood is only needed in the lumber mill, so it's quite easy to do. But planks are needed in several places, so we'll have a bull gate going. If any of them want wood, turn the rail on. And what we'll have is a pusher. We won't have a sorter down here, we'll have a pusher. Oh, I need to actually connect these two up. We'll have a pusher. There and there. You are supposed to be doing trees, thank you. Like so. And this pusher will depend. Yeah, because I can use the pusher, I don't need to do it here. This pusher will depend on if this barn is more than, so we say 50% full, and I will upgrade these all the way. I'm not going to do, well, I can do it now actually because I have got the wood for it. Right, so let's upgrade this all the way. There we go. So these can now store 1,000. So I'm going to say 500. So they're going to be half full. Because I don't know how many carts we're going to have in the system, and we might end up with many things. So the logic, this is the bit that's going to be interesting. I haven't got any, not basic logic there. I need more logic on my action bars. I never use, I mean that's got builds in it that I do use. Steam pipes, mana pipes. This has got stuff in it as well, I'm not sure why. That is there. I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll change up. So F3 is going to be our logic. Oh, don't push H, H removes the bar. So hold on, let's go to logistics and we'll just drag out each and every one of these in order. Don't think I'm ever going to need the one way. Water, that's it. There's no way to blank these. There's no way to blank them, which is annoying, but hey ho. Choice enter, ball function, agent trigger. Hold on. Ball function, agent trigger. Oh, I put it up there, didn't I? Damn it. Logic lamp for some reason has the wrong icon. Interesting. Counter block, number block also has weird icons. Math block, signal gate, timer, and a delta block. I'm not sure why the number block, the counter block, and the logic lamp all have the ball function. Trigger the logic lamp should just be a square. Quite sure what's going on there. What do we remove? Remove the rail. No, we remove the one way, which one I'm probably not going to use, but we'll put it in there anyway. So there we go. Okay. So the logic is going to be. We want an inventory center. We want a math block. And then we're going to want a I'm going to do a delta block because I don't want lines flying across my map all the time. So the inventory center will read the bar, and apologies if you know how this all works, I'm going to explain it again. And I have noticed how the time is getting on, so I'll explain this and then we'll bring the episode to a close. So the inventory will check the storage, the bar for storage. There's an offset up here, or with the new update you can literally just select the inventory center and then click on any inventory and it will auto see the little plus symbol by the mouse, link it to that. The offset will change there. See the offset. We're going to set you to be logs. You don't have to set the filter. You do if you have multiple items in a storage, but if there's just one item you don't have to. I'm going to set it so it gets the symbol, so I recognise it. We then link the inventory sensor to the logic block by selecting the sensor and just clicking the math block. Sorry, boom, you get that blue line there. See, now it's got that white one there. And we want to say if it is less than 250, then it will send a true signal. So if the inventory is less than 250, which currently is true because it's 1 is less than 250, then send true. Otherwise, send false. We link that to the delta block, and the delta block is a block that only sends a signal if it's different. If you link the math block directly to this pusher down here, every time the inventory happens, it will send a signal over, and you'll get this blue line flash across the screen from here to here. Whereas with the delta block, you'll only get the blue line flash if it changes from a yes to a no, or from a no to a yes. So right now it is true, so it's a yes signal. It's less than 250. So it will say yes, and then every other time it changes, it will go yes, 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 and the delta block will just go okay, 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 okay. And as soon as it says no, then delta block will go okay, forward on the no. So take that, link that to this one here, and it just stops because that blue line. See that blue line there? That blue line that comes across the screen there. That will flash across your screen every time a signal goes, and it becomes annoying, particularly if you're going to have 107 different logic blocks doing this. So now we have a system here where if this barn has less than 250 wood in it, we will turn this pusher on and allow cart to go down here and pick up wood. If it gets more than 250, it will turn off, and we can easily test that. Hopefully, he says, if I've got enough things. Now I need to remove that and remove that for the moment. Hopefully, yes, there we go. Okay. I want to remove all these stops for a minute. The return should probably have been one further over. No, because I want it all on the same system, don't I? It's all going to be one giant spaghetti line. Okay, so the train comes down here, goes back onto the loop. That's not being used yet, so I've got to turn that off there. And he'll come down, and he will come along, pick up logs, and then get pushed back down the line again, won't he? Yes, he will. Okay, so damn it. If a minecart reaches a pusher that's pushing, it will obviously push it along. So I now need to somehow send you up there, don't I? I think we will have 2 tracks coming back. That'd be the easiest way to do it. So we'll just do that. There we go. This is not how the final is going to be. This is not even my final form, but this will be the way it goes. So you'll come along here, you'll do that, you'll got there, and then you'll only drop in the barn because all these are filtered now. So you'll only drop in the barn that has the wood. So you're going to have 20 wood in you. Is that correct? No, you got 17. So let's change this to say it's 10 instead. And now you'll see when this comes up and drops off here, you'll see the logic flash. See that flash? See that blue line that happened there? You might have to go back and watch it again, but there's a blue line that flashed for the delta block. If I had it set to the math block, every time a train passes this rail stop, even if it doesn't drop in there, it will flash that blue line. It becomes annoying when there's 100 of them. But now this is true. This is false. Sorry, we have more than 10 in here, so this is false. So this is now turned off. So no more trains will come down here. So that's the logic that I'm going to use for that. We're going to have like a line, and then everything on this side comes down to it, and then everything should come along to the central line and be pushed up or down depending on where it wants to go. I might But I can't really do some trickery with it because although with wood I know it's only going to be in one place, planks need to be in several places at once, so yeah, it's going to be difficult. And then that train's going to happily drive around and yeah. But now he won't come up this line because he doesn't have any of these items, so he'll just carry on. So if instead he had iron plates in him, he'll go up this line instead. So I can put any train I want on this here and it will happen, it will work. I could potentially make these longer in between the barns and then have like up, down, up, down. We could do that. Because at the moment they have to go all the way along and come all the way back. And if it's like an item down here, it's going to take a long time for the cart to come along and come back again. We'll see. We'll see. If you've got any ideas as to make this smoother on its workings, then let me know. But this is the basic idea. This is how it's going to work. There's any more? Yeah, so that's going to work. So now this is going to fill up and it's going to. I've got nothing to do here anymore. Okay, and then we're going to have a similar thing, logic here, for the pickup. Really, I should have moved these. I can still do that. Let's do that. Grab them and move them up one, so I know they're to do with this barn. Okay, and then below it, I can do. Well, actually, I can do it above it. I think that's what we'll do. So let me just put that in place, and then we'll bring this episode to a close. I'm going to do that. There we go. And then above it, I'm going to do the logic for. So that's the logic for coming in, and this will be the logic for going out. If we need logic for going out, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out in the next episode. But that's the plan. That is the basic plan, with all these wonderful, wonderful things here, and hopefully things can be good. So that's where we'll leave it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.